What is up, guys? How's it going? It is Uncle Bob, and welcome back to the channel. We are here for a special episode of Chrono Trigger, and don't mind me if I got the hiccups, because I have had a couple beers today, and yeah, today was supposed to be Breath of Fire 2, but in lieu of the news that broke last night, I figured today is a day to commemorate Sensei Toriyama. I decided to move, obviously, Chrono Trigger up in the rotation so that way we could take a minute to see his artwork. Toriyama himself's artwork, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you found this, I guess subscribe. Why not? Add your support. I love you. But today is mainly a day to just commemorate Mr. Toriyama, because it's been a rough day. And I guess what better way to start everything off other than to, I guess, kind of go over my own history with Toriyama. Okay, that is really whack. That's nice. But yeah, I guess my Dragon Ball story, I've spent a lot of time. You know what? Give me a second. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to fit this all on the screen. Yeah, maybe I might. We'll see how this goes. Dear friends and partners, we are deeply saddened to inform you that manga creator Akira Toriyama passed away on March 1st due to acute subdural hematoma. He was an age of 68. It's our deep regret that he still had several works in the middle of creation with great enthusiasm. Also, he would have many more things to achieve. However, he has left many manga titles and works of art in this world. Thanks to the support of so many around the world, he's been able to continue his creative activities for over 45 years. We hope Akira Toriyama's unique world of creation continues to be loved by everyone for a long time to come. We inform you this sad news with gratefulness for your kindness during his lifetime. Funeral services was held with his family and very few relatives. Following his wishes for tranquility, we respectfully inform you that we would not accept flowers, condolence gifts, visiting, offering, and others. Also, we ask you to refrain from conducting interviews with his family. Future plans to commemorate gathering is not decided. We will let you know when it's confirmed. We deeply thank you for your understanding and support as always. March 8th, Bird Studios or whatever the fuck. So that's the main message, guys. That's the main takeaway. And this sucks, man. This really fucking sucks. Came across the news last night. Wasn't expecting the news when I got it. Obviously, had to go do my own little amounts of research to try and see if I would find something to the contrary. And of course I didn't. And man, it just sucks because when I think about some of the most influential people of my life, Akira Toriyama and his art really shines above almost all of them. I mean, it's exemplified here in this game. I started playing this game before I even had watched Dragon Ball Z. Because in America, when we got Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, I remember seeing a Dragon Ball um I remember seeing a Dragon Ball anime when I was like 4-ish years old. And it was episode 2 of Dragon Ball. It was the episode where all I remember seeing was the end and seeing Bulma throw a capsule and a house coming out. And then also seeing Goku try bread and not like it and then leave and go do something else. And that little bit, I don't know why, but there was something just about the visuals of it, something about the way that it looked and felt. I don't know why that little bit stuck with me. And I remember a few years later when I would see Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, and I'm old enough to remember when Tom wasn't even the host of Toonami. And when I saw Dragon Ball Z, there was a part of me that was like, "Hey, yo, this looks like that one dude, that one kid that I saw in that one show." And that's all that I could think of. And lo and behold, it would be exactly that. It would be exactly a the continuation of that story that I saw. And from the moment I saw Dragon Ball Z, like that was it. That was one of the most formative pieces of media that I had ever seen in my entire life. I don't even know who I'd be at this point without Dragon Ball as a franchise. Obviously I don't doubt I would still exist. I'd still be a person. I'd still be doing my own thing. But when I think of my imagination, when I think of the stories that I tell myself in my own head, Dragon Ball has a very noteworthy impact on all of it. I saw that Dragon Ball dub when I was a kid, and then a few years later, I see this game and see the way the characters are designed, and I hadn't put two and two together yet. Started watching Dragon Ball Z, thought it was fantastic. I loved it. And then my grandfather had the strategy guide for Chrono Trigger, and then I see the artwork in that, and it just confuses the ever living shit out of me. Because I'm sitting here wondering, how on earth do these characters look so similar to one another? Why do they look so similar to one another? And, I didn't know why. Oh, wait, no. No, 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 no. I'm not supposed to go here. I'm supposed to go see Melchior. That's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, fuck faces. Let me run away. You guys can't do shit for damage anyway. Alright, now just kill the snakes. There we go. But yeah, no, I was never able to piece the two kinds of imagery together and figure out why, Chrono Trigger looked so much like Dragon Ball as a young kid, but his art has always been a part of my childhood and has always been a part of my life. And to know that he's gone is a fucking, it's wild. You know, there's plenty of people, plenty of artists that I've known in my life that have passed away, but none of them even close to the impact that Toriyama had on just all of me in general. I don't know if my imagination would be the same. I don't know if my sense of like right and wrong would be the same. I don't know what would even be the same about me if that were the case. You know, if I didn't grow up with Dragon Ball. You know, I mean, like, I grew up watching Gohan as, like, one of the most inspiring characters of my life. Because it was Gohan. It was this little kid who was facing off against these giant fucking evils in life. These bigger than life fucking monsters. And he did it. He did it fucking no hesitation. He did it all. You know, Gohan's character extremely influenced me growing up. My sense of not giving up grew out of, you know, watching Gohan fighting Vegeta and shit on Earth. It's just wild to think that, you know, all of that is officially done at this point. And you know, it's rough because, you know, Akira was really just one of those godfathers of, you know, not just a medium, but a father figure to many of us. One sec. But yeah, no, it's weird thinking that one of the biggest influences of my life is fucking gone. You know, like I said, I don't know what kind of person I end up. We're gonna turn my car on for a little bit. I need a little bit of heat in here for just a few minutes. But yeah, man, it fucking sucks. That was not the news that I was expecting to get last night. And you know, I remember seeing Dragon Ball Z, and you know, it was wild because growing up, it was you would always see, you know, at least at my age, you know, you watched Gohan grow up with you. You know, my age group, you know, I started watching Dragon Ball Z at like 7. You know, Gohan's 5 at the time. He's fucking headbutting Raditz and knocking him out. You know, that was something important to me as a kid, to see like a little kid filled with so much raw talent and strength that, you know, it's hard to put into words how much as a kid growing up that means to you. You know, to see another kid that, you know, somebody would be, that's so unassuming, would have something dormant underneath them that would surprise everyone. And that was important to see as a kid. And, you know, it was wild because, you know, growing up, flip back the other way, get back there. Growing up, I always had, you know, my living situation, because growing up I lived with my grandparents. I have no blood relation to my grandfather, the person that I typically call my dad. My grandma got remarried twice in her life, and her third husband is the guy who I just called my dad. You know, I was raised by my grandparents, they're my parents. And, you know, because of that, there always felt like this thing with the family where I didn't always belong. You know, they were all of the same bloodline, and I was the only one that wasn't in the family. And growing up, that always affected me. It always felt weird, you know, to not belong. And, you know, one of my older cousins, the cousin that's actually in the generation, the family member that's right above me in age of my generation, He's my older cousin, and I remember him when I was like 11, 12 years old. Him bringing over a binder full of cards that was nothing but all of the Dragon Ball Z cards that he was collecting. And when I was a kid, me and him never watched like Dragon Ball Z together. Like, we never made it like a thing that the two of us did together. It was never like that. But it was the first time that I genuinely felt like with a member of like my cousins, like my family, that I wasn't, it's not my mom, it's not my dad, it's not the people that raised me. But to see that there was something from somebody in my generation that we could connect on and kind of enjoy together to some capacity always made me happy. And I it was a lot of shit to miss. I miss those days. I miss feeling that way with, my family members and seeing how this franchise and this man's artwork kind of binded us together. And yeah, man, it's wild how important this series has been to me, throughout my entire life. Not by that I mean Dragon Ball, but I should say his artwork because, Toriyama did a lot for the art form. I mean, let's face it, being a nerd wasn't cool until Dragon Ball Z. When I was a kid growing up, nobody watched anime. Nobody watched that shit. Nobody. All the kids my age, all the other boys, were all like playing sports. And I did sports too, but I also had interests that were outside of that. But a lot of kids my age, that wasn't how it was. Nerd culture wasn't embraced like that. And it wasn't until Toriyama came along with Dragon Ball that there was some aspect of nerd culture, some piece of media that would connect with everyone. And Dragon Ball became that. God damn it, bro. Holy fuck. This is even Toriyama's work. Like, this song doesn't even, like, it's not even a piece of his media, but for some reason, this song just, it evokes a lot. What a song. This feels like it belongs right in line with with just Dragon Ball and Toriyama's vibe. Oh man, it's a good thing I didn't walk into the Kingdom of Zeal today, bro. I'd have lost it. That song is something, but when you get it with the image of the Kingdom of Zeal and the wonder that that part of the game brings, oh man. Alright, now we take this back to Frog. But yeah, no, to feel like there was something with one of my, somebody in my generation, because, it was weird growing up, the cousin that, I have two eldest cousins who were so far elder than me that growing up they were just like really cool adults that I knew. But that was really all they amounted to. Not in a bad way, but like they were just so much older than me. I didn't know how to like really connect with them. And then the next two oldest cousins were, closer to my age but still older than me. One about 5, 6 years, the other one like 2, 3 years. And there was a lot of times that I really didn't have anything in common with either of those guys either. It was the younger of the two, the one closest to me in age, that actually got into that sort of shit at all. Nope. I don't know, man. It just feels so weird. What's up, Frogo? Fully repaired Masamune. Special delivery. I must ponder this turn of events. That's fair. He's looking into his past now. Sounds like you should have taken a couple of those guards with you. I know you got a Glenathan McVeigh with you, but, could have used a little more support. It's been about 23 minutes. Shit, most of it's been spent rambling. It's fucking wind gusting noise. Alright, curse fucking Glenn and be done with it. Oof. But yeah, no, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna start the Garlic Jr. saga with extra love today. In honor of Sensei. He was only 68. He wasn't young, but he wasn't old either. It's a lot more time that he should have had left. And I mean, now I'm not gonna lie. I've talked about looking forward to Dragon Ball Daima, and now I look forward to it infinitely more than I did before. Because as far as I'm aware, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, he didn't really have any input over. He mostly just kind of gave him his notes and supervised and like didn't just kind of, took his hands off the wheel. Awakened Chrono. Mm. God damn it. God damn, that's always some fucking heroic shit. Um, we'll keep Luca. Cool, dodge them. Choopy whoop, whoop, whoopy choopy choop, doop, doop, poop. But yeah, it's just such a wild day. And it's been really heartwarming that, I've gotten to see basically every single community online basically pay their respects and their condolences to Mr. Toriyama. And that feels good because you see everything from like every nerd group to like TMZ and World Star Hip Hop. Like that shit was hitting local news sources. Like I said, the popularity and nerd culture, if it still exists without him, takes at least 10 or 15 more years to get there. Let's get Man's magic. Oh god, no. I didn't want to try it out on him. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. Boo 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 boo. I'm a tongue kiss a frog. Whoop poopy choop choopy choopity whoop whoop. Oh boy. Beat these guys' asses. Hey, we won. Probably because we just have a shitload of HP. And at different levels, he'll transform to different extents. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to Daima so much more now. Because I didn't know how much, and like I never really looked it up, but apparently Toriyama originally with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z gave very little input as to the conduct of the show. You know, he gave his notes and he took a very hands-off approach. So, you know, the fact that Dragon Ball Daima has been the first time that he really supervised a lot of shit. That's the kind of thing that I really want out of the series. I want as much of his influence to be felt as humanly possible. Nope, that's not what I wanted. What is this bitch doing? Alright, here we go. I don't like the song right now. Got hit with that frog no juice too. Let's see if she wants me to close the garage. Nope, she's still going back in there. Poor boy. Yeah, no, man. What a day. Take it up, bud. Let's go. Power to split a mountain. Oh, I fucking love it. Frog ready to go, baby. Alright, but we're gonna leave this area and come back later. And by later, I mean next time. Because that is gonna be it for today. I didn't get a whole lot done. But, you know, we were talking about a lot. And, you know, Toriyama meant a lot to a lot of us. You know, it was a source of inspiration for a lot of our fantasies, a lot of our mindsets, and man, does it feel rough for that time to officially be over. And, it's not like, everyone's got that timer on them. No one's immune from it. But I don't think anybody expect Toriyama to go this soon. And, it just makes me look forward to Daima. It makes me look forward to when Super gets reanimated, because I feel like everything's going to be done with a heavy amount of love now. Because everyone's going to feel it. And this was not an event I think anybody wanted, you know. Dragon Ball Z overall may be pretty mid, but its cultural impact and what it means to people means far more than anything like of its actual self. Like none of that actually matters. What matters more is, what its impact was and how it was felt. And I mean, let's face it. Dragon Ball is known. It's known the world over. And I don't know a part of the world where it's not popular. And yeah, it is a darker day today. And tomorrow will be better. But today stings. And it stings a whole lot. And all I can say is until we meet again, Sensei.